So, thank you all for coming back once again. Been a little bit again. I've been getting over some sickness, but now I am all better, more or less, aside from a cough. But either way, last session was kind of an interesting one, to say the least. Um, you all had gotten some info that the person you were looking for, Mithis, their family was being held by the Orc Mafia in a set of mines called the Stormy Stone Mines. You paid off the Orc Mafia a bit to essentially get you clear passage as long as you don't fuck with anything. Um, Seems simple, right? No problem. You get there, you head down to the way bottom of the mine, and during the trip down, one of the assistant to the regional wardens basically says, "Do what the warden says. Don't fuck with us, and we won't fuck with you. We'll just call it good." And upon seeing the two prisoners, getting to talk with them in the deep bottom of the mine, which is right next to a volcano, by the fact that there was lava in this part of the mine, um, Gary stepped out and decided to choose violence. He pushed the warden at the time, named Bruno, right into the lava and gave a quick explanation. "These are my parents. I'm Mithis. We need to get the fuck out of here." Bruno threw a bit of a shit fit
It's a small one.
at that.
Yeah, whatever.
If he fits, he
I'm not
shits.
sorry.
At that, having just finally gotten the Orc Mafia back onto the good side, only to immediately fuck it up. However, the one of the assistants to the regional wardens pretty much just said, "Wait, hold on a second." Saw that the guy had died in the lava, picked up his badge and like, "All right, good. I always wanted a promotion." And just as things were starting to kind of calm down from that, fuckery aside, most of the group, aside from Bruno, who had decided to walk away from this, got lifted up into the air. And they were being pulled against their will into the lava. Thankfully, through several successful shots, magic spells, and some well use of rope, you guys were able to get yourselves down onto the ground in time to see something was underneath the lava. You don't exactly know what it was. It was invisible underneath all that lava. Rez'Veela was able to get a semi-vague shape of it using her, I can't remember the name of the ability, but it lets her see more or less blind sight kind of stuff, like tremor sight. And got a picture of this very large, muscly, kind of ball on legs with large arms, long, vicious-looking toes and claws, fingers, all that kind of stuff like that, and a very, very intimidating mouth, but it seemed that it didn't really have a head, so to say. It seemed like the mouth and the face of this thing was in the center of this mass.
It was Kirby.
More or less, by the description. And it got out of the lava. It was still invisible. There were some attempts at fairy fire. Didn't work out on it. It was a pretty strong boy. And it started to fuck shit up, namely turning everybody into zombies. And as the party were starting to realize how fucked things were getting, as all of the miners started turning into zombies, like we're talking about like 20, 30 plus zombies here, you guys decided we need to get the fuck out of here, right as Rosie ended up taking a pretty good hit and going down. So Dan, having only prepared, I think it was silvery barbs and spider climb that were useful in combat, thankfully, that actually saved his ass and the party's ass. Along with the spider climb and Rez's insane speed, thanks to some bags of holding, you guys were able to get out of there. So, good job.
Thanks.
You both survived.
David really wanted to end the campaign. We thwarted him.
You all survived. Good job. Breaks pencil.
I mean, I was impressed at your guys' ability to figure shit out at a moment's notice like that. So yeah, that was more or less how you guys got out, and after that, you guys got back into your car, which you were given by Eodoc to take out the Dark Elf Syndicate, but you wanted to take care of this first. So you got the parents in the car, got everybody rounded up in the car. Rosie eventually regained consciousness after getting healed up a bit, and had kind of a little bit of an awkward talk on the way back. And I believe you guys dropped Gary off at the essentially the intake and I guess exhaust. Well, not exhaust, but basically the fantasy version of an airport, like a spaceport, for all the people getting onto Spelljammers. People coming in as tourists. It's mostly a incoming, since this is a very touristy plane, and they're constantly trying to get people to come into the plane itself. Not too many people leave. You guys would know, I believe. What's that?
Nothing. Keep going.
You guys know it is expensive to leave, but easy to come over, so, unless you get a round trip kind of thing. That said, that seemed to be the plan. Gary was going to send his parents off plane, get them off of here, away from all this devil mafia fuckery, demon council, all this bad stuff. Get them away from it. And you guys drove off while he did that, and your guys' intentions was trying to get to the Orc Mafia and smooth things over before shit hit the fan. So I believe that is where we left off. You guys did hit level 5, so let's also roll for some HP.
Oh, right, rolling.
What does it,
We do need that for this game of dice.
what does an artificer roll?
A D8.
I rolled a 4, so that is 9 additional hit points.
I
Nice.
rolled max.
Nice.
Is that 8 plus my con?
I should also
I
know
rolled-
re-roll any ones if you get a 1.
I rolled a 5.
Nice.
I also rolled a 4. So I have 6 more hit points. 35.
You said reroll any ones, right?
Yeah.
Correct, because 1s suck.
I literally got a 1 and then a 1 and then an 8.
Now that worked its way out.
So, and then I add my constitution modifier, right?
Correct.
So that means I add 12 to my current.
Yeah.
Are we healed up, or are we still at the temp or the HP we were at then?
So I would say keep your hit point. Or I would say adjust your hit point maximums, but you will get a level up at the when you get a full night's rest, for what it's worth.
Should also point
Okay,
out
so-
the proficiency bonus is now 3 instead of the 2. So
It's a big deal.
you haven't
It is.
adjusted that yet. Make sure you catch it.
It does change a few things.
It does quite a few things, in fact.
My proficiency is 3 now.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So I rolled a total of, with con, 9.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so 48 total.
I have a plus 11 to stealth.
That's a lot of stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I have a +8 to intimidation.
Well, let's
That's very
see if you're
fitting.
going to need it. We'll see what happens. So, like I was saying, does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to bring up before we get to proper D&D in?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Then, with that note, you guys would arrive at the gay strip club, where you know that there is a orcish mafia hideout at the basement, the hidden basement, I should say. And it has only really been a day since you left, so password's still the same. You guys can head downstairs as you please. And like I was kind of describing, this is just it's carved out of stone, just this very round room where you just got a bunch of various people milling about, filling out papers, counting money, things like that, and then there's a door at the back that is closed.
We need to go talk to Vinny, so let's go.
Yeah, so
Did Gary get out of the? Gary's out of the car, right?
I'm not there.
Okay.
Gary is at the airport.
Last we saw him, yeah, we kicked him out of the car at the airport.
we didn't kick him. Wow.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll. I bet Gary could do it.
Could his parents?
It would not surprise me.
Well, they can teleport.
No, it's
All right, we can just teleport.
Although we took the college, didn't we?
Presumably someone did.
Anyway. So then, yeah. Cousin Vinny time.
Okay, so you walk past, give them a heads up where you're going, and one of the members there just pipes up and says, "Hey, be careful in there. He seems a bit hotter than usual."
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a feeling that was the case.
All right, wash my hands of it. Go on in. You don't get a response.
Is there any
But you
sound?
can hear something from behind the door. You can hear a lot of muffled yelling.
Okay.
Where do we hear?
Let's
muffled
try to
yelling?
listen into the yelling.
Behind the door.
Yeah.
I will listen
Yeah.
to the yelling.
Listen to the yell.
Put your ear up to the door, you're gonna get your ear blown off.
Give me a perception.
Not a great roll. 14.
So on a 14, pop your ear up to the door, and you can make out. What the fuck do you mean? It's. How did they even do that? What the hell? You mean it's sealed off? Yeah, I know. Sealed away from the public. Is it actually sealed? What the fuck? It is. We can't
No,
even use
no.
it. Oh. Boss is gonna be pissed.
Do we knock?
Now we bust in.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock on the door.
Get the fuck in here.
Well, if you say so. Step inside.
Yep.
you can see Vinny kind of sitting on the chair, looking away from you, kind of in a to the side, and you can see him talking, with a sending stone in his hand. And then he just looks up as you all enter the room, and he goes back to the sending stone, and then does like a double take. You fucking bunch! What the fuck are you doing here?
We had some news for you if you were interested. Although if we caught you at a bad time, we can go.
What, did your fucking mom die?
Well, your mind blew up. So, that was,
Yeah, it's pretty
Sounds like
fucking
you
obvious,
did.
isn't it?
yeah. Any word, what was it?
I got no fucking clue. All security cams in there are burnt to shit. Let alone getting in there. It's all filled up.
Filled up.
Yeah, whatever was in there fucking pissed off the volcano, I guess, and it just filled up like a zit popping.
Oh. That's bad.
And then you see the stone in his hand glow again, and then you hear him yell, "What the fuck do you mean a hole popped out? Out of fucking lava? What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus, get some guys on that." And then he just kind of goes back to looking at you all. Why the fuck are you here? Seems like the only thing you wanted to tell me is something I already fucking know, so why are you here? Wasting my goddamn time.
You're right.
I think you're right. Yeah. I guess word travels faster than we thought it did, so. Sorry to trouble you.
Let's make our way out.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you guys start walking out, close the door behind you, start walking down the down past all the members, and you hear one of them say, "Oh man, you came out there alive."
Seems like he's got bigger problems.
It seems like bad news for all of us.
Yeah, real shame. Good luck, guys.
He just goes, and goes back to counting his money. And as soon as
Pat on the
you,
shoulder and walk back.
Wait. As
soon as you start walking out, just about to round the corner, you hear the door slam against the stone wall, and you see Vinny pointing at you, at the group, staring right at you. Wait a minute. You guys were there. What the fuck did you see?
Should we tell him we saw an invisible lava monster that turned everybody into zombies? Oh, I sorry, but yeah.
Nice.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, saw might be a misnomer because it was invisible, but there was something there.
What do you mean something was there? Give me some more fucking details.
We don't fucking know what it was. It was a big fucking thing. It, like, turned people into zombies.
It came from the lava, though. It was invisible. And then it crawled out of the lava, turned people into zombies. It, nearly killed me.
Oh, yeah, you see that? That was like
Looks at the blood on her
a
shirt.
giant fucking gash across her chest.
Yup. And, just had a great day. Great time in the mine.
He just kind of anxiously looks at the scar and back at you guys, just kind of very quickly darting his eyes back and forth. So an invisible thing coming out of the lava. It attacked y'all.
And then it destroyed your mind.
We weren't there for that part though. We fucking ran. So you sounded like you knew more than we did by the time we got here because you said the mine filled up. So
That's just what my boys just reported to me by the time you mooks came in.
I didn't know how far in the conversation you get. I didn't know who else got out. I mean, has anybody gotten out?
No, nobody's fucking gotten out. Everyone's toast.
Jesus.
Except you lot.
Well, yeah, big lava monster.
What a coincidence.
I feel like Rosie's like, I swear to God, we didn't do anything. It just came out. Please don't
Rosie,
destroy
Rosie,
my apartment.
Rosie,
I like my apartment the way it is.
Rosie.
He destroyed it last time, and he's the one who did it. And she points right at me.
Look, a job's a job, all right?
Yeah, well, you didn't have to trash the whole place. You could have just snooped around.
Look, I ain't no fucking maid. Do I look like a fucking maid?
Well, you should learn how to be one, because I bet your place is fucking disgusting.
Anyway.
That doesn't
Okay.
matter because I pay my fucking maids.
Anyway. So yes, that's what we were coming here to tell you about.
But then you already knew about it, or most of it, and you seem busy.
Once I'm fucking busy, now I gotta find a new way of getting some cash flow into this shit.
Well, you probably got to deal with that fucking lava monster walking around your fucking mind too, because it sounds like he got out.
Well, mine's toast. I ain't gonna touch that shit.
Well,
I don't give a
right.
fuck whatever kind of monster came out. As long as it's not coming back for all our other shit, I don't give a shit where it goes.
You know, I wouldn't put it past the lava monster to maybe have some kind of agenda. It seemed kind of weird that he just showed up in your mind of all places, you know?
He just kind of thinks you can see his head is just red and he wants to say something, but eventually he just said, "Get the fuck out of here! I'm tired of looking at y'all."
Good luck, Benny.
And he just kind of dejectedly walks back in and closes the door.
Well, that could have gone worse.
Rosie's like angrily mumbling to herself about her fucking apartment.
Still salty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a couple pats in the back. Damn it.
Well, to the warehouse.
Warehouse. I'm gonna step out. I use the bathroom.
All right, that's our next step, DM.
So warehouse. I would say in the meantime, kind of going over to Gary real quick. I would say, yeah, you would be able to acquire tickets for getting out of Fortuna, leaving Fortuna.
How's the TSA? I mean, I'm not leaving yet, technically, but I will.
They're not bad.
I will procure tickets,
Mhm.
and then I will head back to the warehouse.
All right.
Do we need to role play that? No, we don't need to do that.
Your flight is on schedule AC.
How much are the
Be sure to
tickets?
get. So, if I remember correctly, it was, I believe, 15,000 per ticket.
Yeah. Conveniently, I had just enough.
Yep, it's expensive to leave.
Yes.
It's like they
Yes,
want to
I-
encourage you to stay or something.
Yeah. No kidding. Some sort of a racket, that's for sure.
Something like that. Anyways, You will arrive at the warehouse, no problem. I'd say you would have no later really gotten like sat down. That the rest of the group does eventually come walking into the warehouse.
Hey there. How'd it go?
Not bad. I think.
Actually went really well.
Unless he destroys my apartment again.
They do like doing that.
I don't think that's what's on his mind.
I don't, you know what? I don't want to jinx it. The interaction went well.
Good. Well, I got my tickets to go off plane.
You got.
I think I'm heading to Faerun with my parents.
Roger that.
But yes, I'm magical voice in the sky. When does my flight leave?
4:30.
It is.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
It is scheduled for tomorrow at 9 in the morning.
Oh, okay. So now, so I can sleep here.
Yep.
I'll be heading out in the morning.
So you're leaving?
I am leaving. I feel like I will only hold you guys back. You guys seem to have there seems to be a direct conflict. I'm sorry, Rosie, but your dad doesn't want me to exist.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
complicated.
So
I didn't
if you
mean
guys are
this.
gonna get in tight with her father, there's my hands are kind of tied. But I've heard you can start a whole kingdom with the amount of money I'm bringing back to Faerun.
So you're like, maybe possibly a king?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe if you guys stop by sometime in the future.
Send word, send letters. Preferably
Speaking-
not with your real name.
David, by the way, did you get that message I sent you?
The most recent one,
Yeah.
yes, and that that seems good.
Okay. On my after getting tickets and whatnot, I did grab one thing. My parents and I picked it up from a stash at our old place where they had us. It is a gift that I wanted to give you that may help you. It's very niche, but it's a item from our people, and I'll probably hand it to Dan, to be fair, but I hand this over to Dan. It is a black feather with a ink vial that has iconography of the Raven Queen embossed on it.
Dan is not here.
Dan, did someone turn on his switch?
Dan's
damn it.
changing out his oil.
All right.
To the bathroom earlier.
God damn it. I'll hand it to Rosie.
Oh, thank
This is a boon of the Raven Queen. This ink can be used to send a letter to anyone you know the name of. The letter is delivered directly by the Raven Queen's servant. It is a one-way transmission and only once. But it could become handy sometime in the future. I feel like you guys are ingenious. You have some way you could use that.
you. Yeah, I think you can come up with a way for sure.
And I have the description. I can post it.
Yes, please.
Is Gary back?
Gary is leaving us.
Gary is currently in the room with us.
Yes, I handed
Expressing-
Rosie a magical item that I retrieved for you guys.
Oh.
Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't copy. Okay, yeah. All right, there you go. It's in reference.
Feather and ink of the Raven Queen. Jesus.
I retrieved it from a stash at our at our old apartment that thankfully the guy let us in after seeing me. But yeah, I figure that you might be able to put more use to it than we can, and it's kind of a gift for helping me get my parents back and keeping them safe and sound.
Don't go. They're all crazy and they want to murder everybody. I'm just kidding.
Wasn't Gary the first one to point an arrow at Rosie?
Yeah, but I soon learned that
Look at this
water under the
character progression.
with
Yeah,
the least murdery.
You'll be fine, Rosie. They seem to put they take care of people. They take care of their
What
own
we do.
Quite literally.
in many ways.
That doesn't make me feel better. I'm just kidding. I don't say any of that out loud. But you just get a look that's like, a little shake of the head.
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me alone with all the murdery people.
But yeah, I mean, I'll be here till tomorrow morning. So if you do need anything tonight, then I'll be around. But it seems like it's more of an investigative situation at this point.
I think it's more, let's get our story straight, and then
Yeah.
tell Demon Daddy
I can't be there, y'all. No fucking way. I can't be
the
there.
cold trail that we had come across.
I probably won't be there for that meeting.
You shouldn't.
Probably good.
No,
Yeah.
probably should not be there.
I'm gonna try not to be there, and he's my father
I mean,
because he can read me
got
really well. So
a pretty severe wound that needs to be rested. I think you got a good excuse to sit out.
Out of curiosity, can you do this meeting after I leave the plane?
Oh yeah, no. Now
Yeah,
it's just
you're
the
gonna be
collaboration.
Okay,
Of the
okay,
party.
cool. Because I don't want to be like attacked in the middle of the night. He seems like the guy that might do that.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, honestly, I'm a little concerned he may be watching the ports or have people watching the ports, Seems like a thing you do if you're a mob worried about people trying to skip out on your contract.
I mean, there's no reason to give, don't give God any ideas.
I'm just warning you ahead of time, Gary, that you may need to, really crank up the disguising and sneaking on your way out the door.
Perhaps
Just-
you guys could help me with that.
If this guy's self-targeted another creature, I could, but
Oh, that's a whole spell slot, man.
I know. That's commitment.
I might have to figure out the value of something.
we do have a hat.
No, we don't.
I mean, if you got some makeup, we can probably get you some makeup, do you up real not you,
I can do makeup. Oh my god, let me do it.
Oh God, hold on. What am I getting myself into?
Rosy cheeks.
Let me do it.
Put some color in that face.
Yeah, let me do it.
Oh God. Well,
Do a
my
great job, I
face is
promise.
my face is ready.
You're gonna really let me do
wait.
it? Rose won't let me braid her hair, but you'll let me do your makeup? Oh my god, Rosie's
Okay.
fucking excited.
Wait a second. Let's make the dark elf dark.
Oh wait, hold on. There's got some bad connotations to that.
Just a little bit.
Bruno, the least politically correct.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, it sounds like you want to dress up Gary.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Rosie's gonna put you in like a slick suit, do your hair all fancy schmancy, like slick back and shit.
You get it this once.
What?
You get to do this once, and this
I
is the
know.
only time you get to do this.
I know. And then she'll look at Rez and be like, one day the hair. I'm just kidding. She won't do that. That's intimidating.
Yeah, Rez, isn't this what you want to look like?
He looks great. Does he not? Doesn't he look dapper?
I don't know. You should roll for it.
Good point.
I should roll for it.
No, we shouldn't. I don't think we need to
think
roll.
should roll
Okay.
for it.
I'll roll for it. What am I doing? What's my roll?
Intelligence. Intelligence.
Dexterity.
Please. Please, intelligence.
Let's
Because I'm
see.
so smart, I'm able to manipulate makeup to look so good.
Yes. Contort the
She's
DM.
gonna outsmart the makeup.
I outsmarted it, DM. I read all the instructions thoroughly on all the packaging. I know what I'm doing.
She's done it before. She's proficient.
Oh, I
Is
have a
she?
tool. I can use my multi-tool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll
Just
make
gotta-
makeup brushes.
A makeup kit.
Yeah, I'll
Not a
do
disguise kit. A makeup kit.
a makeup kit. With my multi-tool.
Let me just grab this knife here.
Just a dentist drill.
Gotta
Also,
change your dental
Dan-
records.
Dan, I did think of something. Does your sentient dagger thing have any idea of what the thing in the mine was?
Cal, thoughts?
I forgot about that thing.
He doesn't say much, truth be told.
You never ask me much.
Oh, sassy are we?
Look, I haven't been talked to in a while already.
You know, you could initiate once in a while. Why is it always gonna be on me?
What am I supposed to say? Nice weather when we all know what the weather's fucking like?
It's how you start a conversation, man. You just start talking. Say something.
Oh my god, look at that crazy beast that's in the lava.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh my god,
Didn't
that
want
looks
to
like
draw
a
attention
blah
to
blah
it.
blah.
What was that, DM?
I didn't want to draw my attention to it. Or its attention to me.
Can we hear Cal now, or is it still just Dan?
I think it's still just dance.
It's just Dan.
Alright, well, look, now that we're free of the mine, do you have any idea what that thing was? Because, like, I've got theories, but I have no way to confirm those theories as of now.
I have been studying it and I've been thinking on it. I don't have anything concrete right now, but I can tell you it is nothing that I have ever seen or have been programmed to know about.
Got it.
It meets no bestiary I have, or it meets no beast in any bestiary I have read.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I will say one thing of note. After it killed, well, I should say killed, dealt with Rosie, it seemed to wander off. It didn't seem really attached to you all after that.
It wasn't following us, as far as you could tell.
Oh, the last few bits were rather quick before I got stuffed into a bag along with you. But the little bit that I did get to see, it felt like and sounded like it was heading into the further parts of the mine, away from you all.
Interesting.
Do I need a roll for the makeup, DM?
Yes.
Hey, teacher, you gonna check the homework?
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna use lucky. I rolled a nat one.
I appreciate that.
So what do I add to it?
Oh, you're proficient, so you get proficiency, and I think with just Do you have a disguise kit?
There's a multi-tool, which can
I have a
become anything.
multi-tool. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm pretty sure that's dexterity.
Okay.
Much as I wanted to do
Unnatural
intelligence.
20.
Really was hoping. Oh wait, nat 20.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
I guess.
How do I look, guys?
What does he look like?
It's a good question, Rosie. What did you make him look like?
Super dapper. Just got a nice like suit on. I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I change his hair color. Something
Can I
like
be Keanu Reeves from fuck, what's the movie? The Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That was not the movie I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, me neither.
I was thinking like Devil's Apprentice or whatever.
Nah, man. Bill and Ted.
Constantine.
John Wick.
Because when I think Dapper, I don't think Bill and Ted.
Oh yeah, I mean, fair.
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty solid, all said.
Look, you look like a million gold, Gary.
I wish, but appreciate it, Rosie. I will not. Well, when I meditate, I will not put my head down so I don't mess this up. Because it has to last till 9 a.m.
Is that when the plane leaves?
Spelljammer. Yes.
Okay. So, sounds like you guys have things under control. Anything else you want to do, or shall we go to the night?
Rez is gonna put an arm on Gary's shoulder and be like, "You were good at killing.
Thank you.
Good
I
luck."
appreciate that. I know it means something coming from you.
Just give
Rosie
it a
the
nod.
exact opposite and say thank you for not wanting to murder everybody, she whispers.
It's a shame though,
No
because he's so
problem.
good at it.
Yep. Super good.
Yeah. I feel like my skills could be put better to use in a place without guns.
Touche. Touche, Gary.
So, Gary, I just want to say, yeah, things got a little heated, you know.
Yeah, I
just
noticed.
Just know that I would lie for you. So, just remember that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
I appreciate that. And like I said, if you ever guys are in the Sword Coast, feel free to stop by. I'm sure by the time you get there, though, you'll have the means to contact me. You'll find a way.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking exhausted. My chest hurts. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's like 1 p.m.
Oh, is it 1 p.m.? Well, she gonna go take she gonna go take a damn nap.
Yeah, there's like a whole
What
daylight.
time is it, DM?
Yeah, I actually don't know what time.
It is. By the time you guys finally get back to your warehouse from the mines, it is about evening.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Well, Rosie's taking a bottle of alcohol and is gonna go drink and go to sleep.
She's slowly turning into a Lauren.
No.
No.
She's coping with all the murder.
It's called trauma, David. Okay.
Yes.
Isn't that what a Lauren is doing?
That's enough sass out of you, DM.
As she takes another shot.
Yep. Leave me
I don't wanna
alone,
hear
voice
it.
in the clouds.
Okay, so you all call it a night. Is anyone taking watch or just calling it a night?
That's an like, it's the warehouse.
It is the warehouse.
I'll
We've
take
never
a
had to take
I
watch
guess.
before. This seems
For
suspicious.
some reason, I feel like I need to take a watch tonight.
For what it's worth, I will have my usual array of alarms set up around the doors and windows. So
Don't violate my house.
Rosie's actually gonna go to her apartment. Go to sleep.
Oh, just conveniently.
Not present.
Sorry, guys. Hey, to be fair, she has gone to her apartment every single night.
She has. That is true.
You better,
Honestly,
you better
after
get a cab. You're not
almost
driving.
fucking dying, I think she would. I think she'd like walk around the warehouse and be like, "Oh, there's no bed here. Okay, I have to go home." Bye.
Oh, right.
That's right.
And we have all these piles of plywood.
And that crying room, right?
Yeah.
There's half a cot.
Y'all are mean. I'm going.
All right.
And she'll stick her tongue at you, out at y'all, as she departs. Bye, Gary.
Bye, Rosie. Sleep well.
Of course.
Okay. So, I didn't hear everybody. Are you guys taking watch or no?
I'll take a watch, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, let's all take a watch.
I don't sleep, so I mean I'm always awake.
That's true.
I'm sleeping. I'm home.
All right. So, you who's taking first watch?
I'll go first.
Give me a perception.
21 total.
21. Okay. First couple of hours going by, no problem. The warehouse gets a bit creaky in the middle of the night. You know, lots of things cooling off, popping, creaking. A lot louder than you have recalled in the past. But other than that, nothing really happened.
Okay. I think actually going to take this opportunity to do something then as watch comes to a close. Rez is going to meditate a bit, and she's going to focus on separating out her consciousness into the two parts.
Okay.
And as she closes her eyes to meditate, she's going to focus and call out to Rajarn.
You focus and you eventually hear the all too familiar voice, a bit groggy. What is it?
Those creatures we encountered in the mine. Beings of fire. Given your own abilities and history, I wondered if you maybe knew what we might have been up against.
Plane has many things wrong with it. One of which spawning creatures from emotion. but I do not know what kind of type this creature is.
Spawning creatures from emotion, what does that mean?
Something in this plane feeds off the emotion, creates what assaulted you.
An aspect of the plane itself, or someone's doing?
You just hear just kind of a raspy chuckling. Time will tell, I suppose.
Do you have any idea if these creatures have any weakness? Given I know we both wish to continue this arrangement, I'd like to be more prepared next time we encounter one, if possible.
Their weakness. They're slow, so you can run away.
I figured that part out. Well, if you have nothing interesting to share with me beyond that, I think we're done here.
Back to the sleep I go.
I will pull myself back, and I guess I'll go bug Gary. Hey, you said you wanted to take a watch tonight?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we always do this.
Yeah, of course.
Do I notice anything weird about Rez?
No, she looks the same.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you look very normal.
As normal as she possibly can.
As I look all dapper and dazzled. Yeah,
Wake
I
up a
get
guy
up.
who looks like he's ready to go to a matinee.
Yeah. Where's my plane? Oh, my hair. All right. I got my dice.
Okay.
I roll. Do you want me to roll?
Give me a perception. I mean, if you want to perceive things,
And I can
you
use my
literally can't
inspiration.
perceive without rolling some dice.
What about passive perception?
I don't want to end on a 1.
Gary's last roll is a 1.
No,
Inspiration.
I'm going to use my inspiration. I don't want me to fuck over the party.
His last action is getting us fucked over.
24.
There you go.
I see everything.
You perceive many a thing. Like how when Bruno sleeps, one of his nostrils whistles.
Got to keep the whole place up.
But on a 24, seems to pass just as it has before, just very calm, quiet, aside from the occasional pops or creaks of the warehouse. And as you're nearing the end, about 3/4 of the way there, you hear off from you would know kind of to the far right of the warehouse, basically far away from the main entrance, like on the opposite side. You hear the sound of metal scraping and bending. Very kind of a harsh shriek that you hear.
I'm gonna stealth. I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
21.
21? Okay. very quietly, you sneak through the dark warehouse past the candlelight and lights you use to keep watch.
I have
And
dark
you
vision.
eventually, what's up? I mean, yes,
dark
I know you have dark. You still need light to help you see color, all right?
That's not what the rules say, David.
Dark vision is black and white.
And red all over. Go
So,
on, sorry.
anyways, you get to where you heard the sound, and you don't see anything aside from what looks kind of like this large, bulging sheet of metal from the side of the warehouse has been. It's like something has pushed this kind of conical shape through the metal, so it looks like something was trying to come in from the outside forcefully, and it's bent the metal from the wall.
And I didn't hear this go on?
You heard the sound of metal shriek.
Oh,
squeak
okay.
and bend.
So this is like right recently. So there's
Yes.
potentially something right on the other side of this door.
Yes. Well, there is no door. This is just the wall of the building, metal wall.
Oh. So it doesn't know about doors. All right. That's good. I say to myself. I guess I will. I mean, is it still going? Or has it ceased?
You only see the one dent. It's taller than you for what it's worth. It's about 10 feet tall. This large dent, kind of coming into the warehouse. All you can really hear is just kind of straining your ears, going off the same 24 on perception. You hear just kind of soft breathing and an occasional sigh, but nothing else.
That's not good.
I will say it does not sound like it is in the warehouse. It sounds like it's outside.
Is our warehouse 2 stories or is it 1 story? Is there windows?
So I believe it's 2 stories, but
Yeah.
like there's not a floor. Like
It's
height
it's
of
double
2
height.
stories.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 20-foot
Yep.
ceilings.
That said, there are windows. Yes.
Well, and that didn't trigger any of Dan's alarms or anything like that?
How did you word your alarms, Dan?
Doors and windows.
Okay.
Or really, any openings into the building itself would be alarmed.
Okay. Then no, it did not.
All right.
Even that I
Well,
am technically not unconscious, do I hear or see any of this while it's happening?
I was actually about to go rouse you, so
I mean, I might already be up if this is loud.
you might already be roused.
Yeah.
I was more going off of the distance is what partially muffled it. But I would say, what's your passive perception?
10.
I would say, like, if you're in a metal warehouse, you hear everything that hits the walls. And if he's doing this kind of damage, there's no muffling about it.
Well, we got a pretty big warehouse, Wayland.
I used to make warehouses.
Yeah, but was
All
it made out of Fortuna metal?
All right. Fair point. I did not know that it echoes that far. So I would say you all would hear a noise that would wake you up. The sound of metal scraping.
Wow,
And
Gary
Rosie's
clicks
like
over.
snugly at her apartment.
Yeah, Rosie does too. It's that loud.
In her nice, warm, cozy
I
bed.
cast
Meanwhile,
Cindy,
Rosie is
Rosie
knocked
up.
out.
We're all dying. Thank you for being here for it.
Do you really?
No, I don't have Cindy.
Oh,
We haven't finished the long rest.
Oh, okay.
It just appears in her dream, and she's like, "Man, that was weird."
Is anything happening at Rosie's apartment? Just out of...
Did you do
Not
a
that
watch?
You'll be able to tell.
Yeah,
No.
you didn't do a watch.
I'm asleep. Has anything woken me up
A good
yet?
night's sleep
drunk?
is happening at Rose's apartment.
You wake
I
up,
got
use the
into your
restroom.
apartment, and for some reason, you and Bean cannot get it. and is driving you crazy while you're trying to sleep.
That's the worst.
I'm gonna stealth around. So I got a 28.
Okay.
Gary, as you're just kind of looking at this dent, Bruno is suddenly behind you.
How's it going?
I think we should go take a gander and see what the fuck.
I mean, I kind of was already doing that. I was gonna wake you guys up, but it was kind of loud enough.
So let's go do a sneaky sneak.
All right, we sneak. I mean, we're already sneaking, but like,
We're
you
gonna
know,
sneak together, sneak.
yeah. Is there any claw marks, or is it like a perfect cone, like someone punched the wall?
It's I wouldn't say more like a cone, kind of like a vertical line that's just kind of like the metal has been bowed inward into the warehouse.
Interesting.
It's harder to describe than I can think of right now.
Bruno, you've got experiences with warehouses. You used to build them.
Yeah, help them for
For Godbucks Industries. What's your take on this? What could cause something like this?
some kind of crazy. I'm gonna assume animal, since we also hear some sleeping on the other side.
I mean, it sounds like heavy breathing or something. Man, should we really be talking this loudly?
We should-
Oh, it's in my head. I've been saying this out loud.
So let's go figure out what the fuck.
What is resin?
That is a good question. What are the
Rez
rest of
is
you guys?
probably out. She just went like straight to bed. She's like totally like conked after having her. Oh, Rez, get back to. We're handling this. Don't worry.
AAA also gets up.
Oh yes.
I'd say everyone would hear the noise, whether you choose to get up or not. That is your own prerogative.
Have you gone to check it
What
out?
you're saying?
It's
That's the plan.
All right, go do it.
All right. Everyone keeps interrupting us.
It sounded like you guys were talking for 20 minutes.
All I heard was Gary just talking to himself.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't hear the giant metal scraping?
What? No, I just heard Gary constantly talking to himself. Dude, it's fucking annoying.
All right, Bruno, let's. I do that in my sleep when I'm talking to my ancestors. Bruno, let's. Should we walk outside? You want to, like, snoop?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, me and Bruno are gonna walk outside.
I don't know. I think you guys should debate it for another 10 minutes.
Okay. We walk outside.
Yep.
Stealthily.
Open up the door, and kind of carrying those stealth rolls over. You can hear the breathing much louder now, and as you start to round the corner to where the spot on the warehouse it was, the breathing starts to get quieter and quieter. And as you round the corner, breathing has stopped. You look down the hallway or the alleyway where you can see the large dent in the into the warehouse. Hasn't fully punctured it. Nothing's there.
I think it's the beast, the invisible one.
Potentially. Probably should just step away then. It can't see us. There's no way it can see us. Look how stealthy we are.
Dummies.
We're so
Sorry,
stealthy.
Rosie's not there. That's just her muttering in her sleep. She's having a very lucid nightmare.
So I'm gonna slowly back the fuck up.
I'm gonna slowly back
I'm
this.
also gonna see if there's any kind of imprints on the ground. Also,
Any rustling of the dirt?
anything.
Give me a perception. See if you can't see.
I'll help you see, my friend.
Perception.
You have advantage.
Okay.
I'm helping.
So, 20 perception. 1. Natural 20 with the 1.
All right,
Nice.
very nice.
So I'm like,
yeah,
no, right there.
on a nat 20 plus 1, you would see fairly clearly what looks like a set of 8 claws imprinted into the, or like 8. I guess what's the term? A 8-toed claw print is the best way to describe it. You can see where the claws themselves punctured the earth.
Huh.
Are they turned towards them?
That thing's got 8 toes.
It
That's fucked
you
up.
can see it leading to the side of the warehouse, but it is not facing. None of them are facing you. You see 8. You see 8 claws, 8-toed or 8 claw-toed. There we go. Footprints leading towards it, and you also see a singular claw print at the back of what this foot would be. So it's got a claw or a talon, I guess, at the back and 8.
Is there any damage to surrounding buildings or any scuffs or anything like that?
You
Like
see
something kind of
some
rooted its
like
way through?
you see like some scratch marks against the brick wall on the building next to you, but nothing. It looks superficial. I'll put it that way.
Should we go back inside? That's me talking, by the way.
Yeah.
Over and out.
All right.
We slink.
To slowly, sneakily get your way back in.
Yep.
Close the door.
Yep.
Still not hearing anything. Seems quiet.
Well, guys, I think the problem's resolved.
Did you kill it?
At least for
No,
you.
the breathing
Because you're
stopped.
leaving.
So there was some sort of creature that had 8 toes and 8 claws.
And it just stopped trying to break in.
Yeah, apparently. Our walls are mighty.
Oh, that's great.
It was also invisible. Or not there.
It was either invisible or I didn't see it.
Great.
Super helpful.
I mean, I have no way to technically
I mean, yeah.
determine if it was invisible or not.
That's true. That's true. It's just
We're
the way you
assuming
phrased
it
it.
didn't leave and it's invisible, or it left.
Yes.
Can I, since while they're gone, I guess, do I hear? Because Rez has pretty good perception. Can I hear like the breathing or any walking or stomping or anything outside if I'm in the warehouse listening?
So you just want him to listen in.
Yes.
He wants a perception check.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
22.
22. You listen, strain your ears, listening for anything that sounds out of the ordinary. You're not hearing anything.
Okay. Well, that's a mystery.
Well, I guess you just all go back to bed.
Honestly, once they come inside, I'm gonna in the interest of thoroughness, I'm just gonna do a loop around the building, see if I see anything.
Yeah. You are you wanting to be stealthy about it, or are you just gonna walk around?
I'm just gonna walk around since I didn't hear anything or see anything.
Okay. Yep. You head outside, smell the crisp fall weather, leaves rustling along the cityscape. Walk around. Do a quick walk by the warehouse on the side. You see the large dent inwards metal towering over you. Pass by it. Another do a complete loop. Nothing's there. Aside from a few people milling about.
Can we? I assume we can have like a ladder to get onto the roof.
Yeah.
I'll check that real quick too.
Okay. Hop up onto the roof. See a good amount of leaves have blown up here. Probably needs a good cleaning.
Not my
But
job.
otherwise, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'll return inside. Whatever it was, it's gone. I don't see a damn thing.
Definitely concerning.
Well, keep your eyes peeled, Gary. I'm going back to bed.
I peel my eyes.
Ow. That sounds really painful.
Yeah, Shattercat can do that.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Do your eyes shed?
Need a
Yeah,
fresh
my
pair of eyes on this.
Does Rez have like the little lizard, the eyelids the lizards have, where it's like 2 eyelids?
I guess that depends if dragons do.
I mean, I assume they would, because I can see that being like,
the nictating membrane. Nictating.
yeah,
Sure.
It's usually like the third eyelid.
yeah, it's the thing that protects their eyes from
Yeah.
evasion and shit.
Yeah. Sure. I wink at Gary with my nictating eyelid or whatever.
Let's just leave it. No, let's not worry about that.
All right.
I'm going back to bed. You'll have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake Dan. Dan, your next watch. Good luck.
Thanks. I continue sitting in my slump, whatever I was sitting in before. Oh, nat 20.
Hot dang. So, you sit back up as everyone settles back down for their sleep. Extra perceptive after having a hole almost punched out of your warehouse. Got your eyes scanning everything, ears scanning, listening for everything. But despite all that, your watch passes by without issue. I think
Right.
I
And
think
that
we
should
don't. I think that would be morning by that point.
Yeah.
So eventually, light does shine through the windows. It's the morning.
5th level.
We did
yay!
it!
You survived to 5th level.
A miracle.
Rez is gonna try to undent the wall.
That's the alarm clock in the morning. Wow.
I can swap out a cantrip and help you with mending.
Couldn't you just use mending?
I think it's a little bigger than Mindy could fix on its own, but
Fair. 15-foot gap or dent.
yeah.
So yeah, I would say you and Rez get to work on fixing the dent. I will say for both of you, getting a good chance to examine this thing fairly closely as you're working on it. The metal looks like it was almost not necessarily liquefied. Like it doesn't show signs of being heated up, but it looks like what you would see if metal had been,
Heated?
I guess, what was that?
Heated?
No, not heated, more just it's a very smooth bend, I guess is what I'm trying to get across. With normal metal, it usually starts to buckle in certain spots or crumple, but this seems very smooth and an unnatural kind of dent. It's like nothing you guys have seen.
Rounded, not creased.
There we go. Rounded.
Smooth.
Like Kirby tried to
Voluptuous.
tackle his way in.
I should say it is basically a vertical line, for what that's worth. The dent is about a foot wide by about 10 feet tall.
All right.
That's super weird.
It is.
I like it.
But aside from that, you would both be able to get that done fairly quickly, get it bent back. How are you bending it back, Rez?
Oh, I did not realize it was 10 feet tall, but I guess I'm just using brute strength.
Okay, so just pushing it back into place.
Yep.
Bruno, why don't you help?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shortest party member. Okay, I would say just give me a strength check to see how long it'll take you.
Oh, 23.
23. Okay. Surprisingly, fairly easy to bend back. You do have to put some muscle into it, but the metal does still have give to it. And alongside Dan, takes you guys about half an hour, and it's eventually back to its normal self. You can still see, the shape of it where it was bent out, but it is now a flat, solid object once again. What's on the docket for y'all today, then?
I go to the airport.
I think you're picking a good time to get out of this plane, Gary.
Yeah, good luck with that, by the way. This sounds like a interesting thing.
Just go.
But yes, hopefully you can utilize that boon. But I will shove off. Come along, parents. I'm glad you didn't wake up to what happened last night. Now let's get out of here.
Been quite tired.
Yeah, I can imagine. Let's scoot a boot.
Bye, Gary. Rosie yells at your cab as you're driving away.
Oh, you're there?
Oh, Rosie's
I figured
there.
you were like, you went hard last night and then you kind of like slept through your alarm.
She looks a little not fully put together.
The alcohol's still in the system.
Just a little bit.
That's fair. But yes, I get in the taxi and head out.
Good luck, Gary.
So, yeah, you call a taxi. Does the group wave goodbye to Gary?
Yeah.
And just watches solemnly before he says to himself, damn, that's a lot of money he's taking with him.
Well, actually, I spent 45,000 of it, so.
Damn, it's a lot of money he spent.
That's a lot of money he spent.
It's a lot of money he spent to have a good life.
My question is Gary's
What a
Spelljammer
waste.
gonna go to favor him twice as fast?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if
Don't
you
worry,
can
guys.
Get through
I'm
these
here.
currents.
Have you been to favor?
It's been a long time.
I know these astral drifts.
This fucking guy.
Okay, so yeah, he hops in a taxi, and some people wave goodbye. Some people just watch you as they slowly fade into a dot, and you fade into a dot for them.
All right.
Rip Gary.
Party is down one member.
I
I
did
try
not-
to insight leave on Dan, but he's too far away.
I didn't prep the overlay for this moment, so Gary's still gonna be
Yep.
hanging around.
Damn.
That's fair.
You can sense Dan's thinking about money, but not exactly why.
He's always thinking about money.
He's just like kind of twirling a little tiny fireball between his fingers, like, God, it'd be so easy.
I literally just got it.
All the
It made you
kerosene
feel
in that
better.
thing, it would just light up.
Dan, no.
Just
Stop.
gently put a hand on his.
Yes,
and put
stop
down.
it. She's like still like slightly drunk. She's like, I can't deal with you right now. You need to stop it. We're not,
Rosie burps and it lights a flame.
killing
on the fire.
Gary. This is what I was talking about. Gary, come back.
Well, Rosie, we're down to one sane party member. Good luck.
I need a drink.
That makes you less sane, though.
She doesn't care
It's easier
right
to
now.
cope that way.
So this is just coping.
Thank you for the compliment, Liz.
All right. And with that, Gary has left the party. We will be finding out what he's doing from that point after a bit. But what is the rest of the group doing now?
So we put up like want ads for a replacement, or how do you think that works?
Yeah, I'm sure we could talk to our contacts and see if,
Hold some
you know,
auditions.
yeah, I mean, you know, put out the word.
I
Stop by the
mean,
Waffle
did we ever
House.
come up with a name for our group?
We still don't have a fucking name.
I mean, there's always
I mean,
Bruno's
it's pretty hard to
suggestion.
advertise if we don't even have a name.
Well, I thought we were like. what,
I have a name.
Spades?
We're murder hobos. Well, y'all are murder hobos. And
You
then
have the second
Okay,
highest
Miss High Body
party.
Count.
You guys talk about wanting to kill people all the fucking time, okay? And then you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Bruno. Should I just let that cop shoot you down in the street? Is that what you wanted me to do? Because I'll remember that next time.
Remember
This is like the GTA 5-star person that's getting chased by all the cops, telling the person with 1 star that he's just a mass murderer.
I remember a particular someone that gassed a building full of
I didn't
bodyguards.
know what I was doing. I thought it was like you had to do it for a while because that's what Dan was talking about. So I
That was
listened to
your idea.
Yeah, but you said to do it longer to make sure, okay?
I mean, being thorough is just decent, you know.
To be thorough, you wanted me to kill them all, Dan.
And you did.
Yes, I know.
Anyways,
Do we need to coordinate what the hell we're telling Iodoc?
I was about to bring that up. Yeah, we need to figure out what the fuck we're telling him.
Oh, I'm not going to that.
Yeah, no shit.
No.
Someone who can actually
You're
talk
still
should
resting
probably
up.
head.
Well,
this
I think he's going to expect all of us to be there, and I'm not going. So
Yeah, I mean, I think AAA and I should go and take point on that. But again, we do need a story.
just say you went there. Okay, you went to the mine to follow the lead. Turned out Mithis showed up. Then a giant lava thing attacked. And we barely made it out alive. And he turned into a zombie. Ta-da! Yay! So easy.
I mean, I'd rather say we don't know shit, like what happened to him, but
I mean,
Just do
you
the
could
truth
say
with a lie. Because
we
then
no longer have a party member because of the events that happened at the mine. And now the trail has gone cold.
yeah, that's
I don't know. We can go with a full-on lie. We can go with partial truth, or we can go with full truth.
in partial truth, just say Gary was Mithis. Didn't realize until we got to the mine he turned into a zombie and died when we were getting out.
So,
I'd say we
Truth
left him
lie.
behind, like he fell behind. Because
Yeah.
then we're not responsible for what happens to him after that, you know?
Yeah. Anyways, you do it. If I go there, he's gonna know we're lying. So just leave me out of it.
Fair.
I can't.
Well, are we going now? Or are we going later? What are we doing?
Go now.
Yeah, we should probably do it sooner than later.
Let's get going.
All right.
So try not to mention I basically died. I don't think he'd like to hear that.
I mean, I think he'd like to know that you're okay.
Okay.
We
Oh,
can
yeah,
let him
my
know
part.
that she's okay without letting him know that she almost died.
Yeah, that's true.
We could also, I don't know, should we mention that she saved us all?
I mean, we could definitely mention the heroics. I think he'll appreciate that. Kind of. I don't know.
You guys do whatever you're gonna do. My chest still hurts, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go be at my apartment relaxing. So this thing's gonna scar.
Fair enough.
All right. Sounds like you got your plan, and the rest of y'all want to go see Papa. So, without further ado, hop in your new car and drive on over. It's early in the morning. Head upstairs. You knock. Don't get a response right away. Eventually, you just kind of hear like something hit the door, and just very slowly the door just kind of creaks open. Oh, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Eidick. You alright?
Oh, I just about fell asleep. You know, night shift.
Sorry about that.
Come on in. Since you're here, I imagine you want to talk.
Yeah, we got some updates for you. I imagine you've already heard a bit about what happened yesterday.
And as you are let in and the door closed behind you, you see Idoc. He looks a bit rough, like he just got woken up from sleep, like right after falling asleep. So his hair's a little disheveled. He just kind of swoops it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, quite a bit of ruckus was caused. Works well for us, honestly.
For now, maybe. I'm under the impression there's something walking around now that kind of broke out of all that mess. It may have tried to pay us a visit last night. I'm not sure, but I think some rival factions might be behind said goings-ons. You might need to keep an eye open for other development there.
He cocks his head quizzically to the side, and he says, "Rival factions? How would you think that? Isn't an Orcish-owned mine?"
Yeah, no, I think unless it's your, associate that was responsible for this. No,
If I had an associate that could decimate a mine, I'd be using him a bit more frequently.
Which was my thinking. So, like I said, I suspect that a mutual enemy, say, might be behind this. Someone with an affinity for fire and brimstone. But that's speculation. Obviously, we don't really know much about it beyond it's big, it's invisible, and it can make zombies.
And as you're starting to describe this thing, he without even taking his gaze off of you, he just does a quick incantation in his hands, and he's got a pen and paper, and he's writing this down.
Sure.
Go on.
Yeah.
This is. I haven't heard of quite such a thing.
Same. But it seems very good at what it does. So you might, be looking at some folks with a lot of coin to spend on getting a hold of such a thing. But that's really neither here nor there. As I said, we don't know much more about it. We barely got out alive. It was kind of a shit show, honestly. I'll kind of look at AAA a little sheepishly, just trying to sell the story here, right? And like, there's some bad news on the Mithis front.
Is that why the rest of your group isn't here? Did they all die in the mine?
No, they're recuperating. It was
Not this is gone, though.
Yeah.
And at that, you see him stop writing and look right at you, AAA. Gone?
Out of character, because I don't remember. Were we supposed to bring him with this?
Yeah, we were supposed to bring Mithis
Yeah,
back.
so TLDR, Mithis was under contract by the Devil Mafia. He had broke a contract in the fact that he has disappeared. Both him and his family members were under a Devil Mafia contract, and he wanted them back.
Okay, and then we didn't know that he was with us until when?
Yes,
Right in the mines, which would have been yesterday, yes.
And we left him in the mines, or did not leave him in the mines?
Mithis is Gary Gray.
I'm saying we tell them.
Leaving him behind.
Yeah, we lost him in the mine. Is what my
That is what the story you guys sound like you trying to tell.
Okay. So I'll basically explain. In the midst of all the confusion, we found out that we are letting him know that Gary was Mithis, right?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Dan really cares. So if that's what you want to sell, I'm not going to correct you.
Okay. So he's going to basically explain, like, in the midst of this, Gary essentially sprung it on us that he was Mithis, and then basically ghosted us in the middle of that confusion of that giant creature attacking, in fear for our own lives and safety of your daughter. We tried to escape as fast as possible and got separated. As far as we're aware, he never made it out of the mine.
Not that we saw, at least. Although, from what Vinny mentioned, Pork Cat, right? He said the whole mine is plugged up with lava. So, if he didn't make it out, I don't know where the fuck. He's. I don't fucking know.
And I would say, roll a deception with advantage for that
Okay, give me a second.
well executed lie.
Yeah, that's with advantage. Okay.
Who has the best deception? Me or you?
You probably. You've got 5 charisma, right?
I got a +5 to my deception, so.
Yeah, mine is a deception. I'm also
I
+5.
got a 12 and then a natural 20.
There we go.
Nice.
So 25.
So it's a bit silent as those last words leave the two of your lips as he just stares at the both of you for a brief moment. And at that, after a few just kind of tense moments, he quickly kind of turns his head and walks over to the kitchen and brings out a newspaper, throws it on the table. Ah, that would explain this headline then. And the headline is essentially the Stormy Stone mines foreclosed, filled with lava, and it's got a picture of the mines where you can see just what looks like the leftovers from lava flooding out of this mine. But you can see a very kind of spherical cutout in the center of it all.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's about what we heard from Vinny.
I think that little rat was right under the nose. Well, he got what was coming to him.
Yeah, no, good riddance. So that's the news that we got.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised you're not more upset about the lava all over the place.
It's not his mind, but
Yes, that's for the orcs to figure out their own stuff. I'm not really too concerned about it.
the
They
monster.
knew that they were digging close to a volcano.
The monster.
About time
didn't have a
something
problem.
finally happened.
I definitely spread word to you people, because if that monster's taking orders from anybody and it's not you, then that thing could just be just as big a threat to your people as theirs.
Yes, I have what you've given me written down, and he tears it off and just kind of crumples it up, and in a puff of kind of dark purplish smoke, the paper disappears. That now it is in the hands of our more observant folk.
What is that ability? That is such a cool ability.
Something you get if you dabble in the dark arts enough.
I don't give a shit about his dog.
I'm getting there.
We already said we got that we got his daughter out safe.
It's true.
Oh, I'm just surprised he's not like, where's Rosie?
And on that note, when he finishes that dark arts statement, he does say, "You seem to be young. I could teach you sometime."
I would very much like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm afraid, Dan, this requires a pact, so you would not be able to learn this, sadly.
You're not taking new signees?
Oh, I'm not one myself.
Sure. All right, well.
That's a pretty good name, Gary.
I love that. That's great. It's like a fucking band name.
It is.
That is pretty damn good. So, as he gave the offer to AAA. He does say, "Now then, the next burning question. You said my daughter was safe. Why is she not here then?"
She is calming down from the death-defying events. She was a little freaked out.
That was not that dope. The fuck?
I was gonna say, give me another deception with advantage.
Oh, wait, you weren't freaked out? I thought that was the reason you didn't come.
She didn't come because she's gonna fucking spill the beans.
Yeah, she was afraid her father would read her and could tell that she that was
Okay.
the reason she didn't come. Yeah, that's why I was like, she's not freaking out. She just didn't.
Okay.
Well, we're lying, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a 18 after advantage, so that's 18 plus 5.
Okay.
So 23. My first roll was a 5, though, so that was a good roll.
And he does pipe up. I will give you credit. That was a decent attempt, but when it comes to my daughter, I'm quite observant. Sounds like she took a beating.
It wasn't pretty.
As long as she's alive, that's the important part. It'll be a lesson for her.
We can pass that along.
You see AAA like wipe sweat that doesn't exist off his brow. He's like,
Please see that you do. And unless you have any other business here to attend with, I think I am going to call it a night.
I'll leave you to it.
Sorry for not can't sleep.
We'll talk to each other when I am able. He mentions
Looking
to
forward
AAA.
Looking forward to it.
Just promise not to lie to me.
I will do my absolute best to never lie again.
Roll deception.
I did not say I would not. I said I would do my absolute best tonight.
We all know that's a lie.
But that is a fucking lie still.
You don't even see him crack a grin as he just opens the door and gestures for you both to leave.
We head out.
At that, he closes the door, and you guys are outside the apartment. What's y'all's plan from here?
Skedaddle the fuck back to the resting place.
Back to the group and
Okay.
figure out what we're doing.
You head back to the warehouse. Everybody's here.
Except for Gary.
Yes.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Rosie's at her apartment.
I thought she had came back eventually.
We're finding
Oh, yeah.
Gary's replacement.
That's right. I guess she's just chilling on the couch.
You mean the pile of plywood that we call a couch?
Yes.
Someday we'll get a couch. But not today.
Yeah. I mean, what do we still have on the agenda? We still got this whole situation with the syndicate, right?
Or we could go on a nice relaxing thingy to the thingy. Because now Gary's not here, so we can go do the thingy that I got invited to because we have the perfect number of people.
True.
What thingy is this?
The letter thingy.
The safari thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And we do still have AAA's familial situation to deal with.
I mean, that one sounds fun. Just indiscriminately killing a bunch of people.
Want to kill people.
I mean, I could blow off some steam.
And robbing all of their wealth.
It only gets better.
I could use some money too.
I am a touch nervous to take on the Dark Elf Syndicate down a person.
Yeah.
Let's do relaxing the safari. I just like on this day.
I suppose there's no harm in looking into this safari thing.
Unless you guys really want to go murder people.
You just got this letter out of nowhere?
Yes.
Only slightly sus, right?
Right.
They didn't know my father.
Is that not sus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long of a drive is it to get there? DM, I guess.
So this is in the Ambia district, a place that you all have not been, or at least have not been in a long while. At least together, you have not been. This place is basically one of the only, just kind of refresh everyone's memories. It was essentially a safari in the wilds, which is basically the only forested area aside from the strategically planted trees throughout the city. And seems to be a big business offering a safari venture. With that said, driving there would take approximately 3 days.
Oh, let's drive.
It's a drive.
Oh, maybe we should look for a Gary replacement.
And without Gary's
And
directions.
then not invite him. And then not invite him to the safari.
We need some to watch the warehouse while we're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did want to look for a replacement, where would we even start?
Probably put word out with some of our contacts.
Can we put it in the help wanted page?
I found all you schmucks at that diner.
Help wanted needs to know how to kill people.
We just go to the diner, look for anyone that looks like they're at the end of their ropes.
Could you ask Nina, Dan?
I gotta ask Nina. Although, I would expect whoever she taps is probably going to have some ties to Devil Mafia. So as long as we're okay with that.
I mean, we have ties to the Devil Mafia at this point. I think we're on board.
Yeah. It's worth asking to start with.
All right, so you're wanting to poke around, start putting out feelers, see if you can't find anybody.
I feel like we could spend, a day or an afternoon or whatever. Everybody kind of calls their contacts in and just sees what's out there.
Rosie has no contacts, so she's just chilling.
You could
She's
go
just
buy us a
getting up.
sofa for the warehouse.
AAA has no contact, so AAA will go with her.
Well, AAA, let's go buy a sofa and food. 'Cause I'm hungry.
I'm down.
It's gonna be a cozy sofa. Let me tell you what. It's gonna be big.
We should get a pull-up sofa.
Ooh, I was thinking we could do one of those sofas that's like, where it's like the big U. So there's like 2 places to sleep, and then in the middle we can get like a pull-out. So then there's like 3 places for people to sleep if they need to.
That sounds like a fancy ass
Sounds good to me.
bed.
Not a bed, it's a sofa.
I mean, I would hope the bed's fancy for having that built into a sofa like that.
It's Rosie's new bed. That's her bed at the warehouse. She gets a little divider thingy. And there's like a proper word for them, but I can't remember what it is.
Anyway,
Anyways, please continue with your searching of people.
So, who wants to check first? Since it's the day, Bruno's contact probably wouldn't be available till later, I would imagine.
it's a pretty good guess.
It's kind of a long shot, but Rez would put a word out to the old contact, Apollo, I think was his name.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have much direct contact with him, but she knows people who can send him a message, so she'd sort of indirectly just put that out there.
Okay, so you're just kind of looking for a new member.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like, got some work to do. If you know anyone competent, get in touch.
Okay. And then let's see here. So, yeah, if you're just looking for people, that's not too hard. They say, how soon are you needing them?
Is this Apollo, or is this just some random person I'm talking to? Who's asking me?
I mean, it sounds like Apollo since you wanted to reach out to him.
Well, so I was gonna say that Rez never got a way to directly contact him herself.
Okay.
Everything
Okay.
she did was through Zada, basically. So she
Okay.
knows people who know him, so she'd basically just hand them a letter and say, like,
So it's a contact of a
yeah,
contact.
get this to him, and he knows how to find people if
Okay.
necessary.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I'll include specifics of, like, as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay. You send off the letter for new mobster.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any other option that they can think of?
I'll ask Nina and see if Nina's got any people.
You guys want me to ask my old cop friend and see if he wants to?
No.
He used to be a cop. I doubt he's gonna be of the same mindset, as it were.
So yeah, Nina would say, and just to be clear, don't want them in have any fingers in any mafia businesses, I imagine.
We'd prefer them to be a relatively free agent.
I figured. Okay. I'll do some scouting.
Appreciate it.
Anybody else got any other feelers they want to put out there?
Hey
Before
Gary,
we-
who's your new character?
What's that?
I was asking Gary who his new character is.
Oh,
You kicked his toes.
I was gonna approach Rosie at some point today and broach the idea of maybe putting together some more magical equipment for the party.
What do you want?
And not for me. For the two fast people. I think having some sticky boots would be
Sticky boots?
sticky boots. Yeah,
What's it sticky from?
like a spider, like
It's like spider climbing boots?
yeah.
Why do you call them sticky boots? The fuck? I'm just kidding. Percy would never say that.
Fucking hostile. Jesus.
I feel like she'd be like, you mean like the spider boots?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, we can do that. 2 pairs?
At least one,
Nice
if not two. I guess I would be curious to know if Bruno wants anything like that.
How long would it take us?
I mean, if 2 of us are working on it, we could finish a pair in 5 days.
What if 3 of us work on it?
Do what?
I said, what if 3 of us work on it together?
2.5 then, I think. Crafting. Where the fuck? There it is. Yeah, uncommon will be 2 work weeks. So 2 people it's 1 work week, and then with 3 people it's 20 divided by 3. So, or no, not 20. Fuck. 10 divided by 3. So 3 days dish.
you just wanna make some boots.
If we got time.
Yeah.
I don't have anything pressing to do at the moment.
Yeah.
So wait for Jake's new character.
I figure since we got the time, since we're waiting, we can use it to craft.
Cool, we'll craft them while we wait for Jake's new character. I'm just kidding.
Chop chop.
Chop, chop.
Okay, so yeah, you guys start crafting a magical item. I would say if there's nothing else pressing, by time night comes, Bruno, you go to meet your representative. And tell him more or less what you're looking for. It sounds like you're just asking more of the same, just looking for a replacement.
Yeah, just put out the word, that the 8 of spades is down to 7 and would like to continue being 8.
That's what you call the new group now?
We're working on it.
What did he
We
call
get-
us?
We got it. We're also thinking of Rosie and the Murder Hopos.
You hear a weird sound that kind of sounds like laughing coming from this thing. I wouldn't stick with that.
Yeah, working title. So. Yeah, just let the word out. We're looking for a new member.
You might have something. I'll let you know.
Know where to catch me.
Can you request that there's no bloodsuckers?
Preferably no of the kind that suck of the blood.
I heard. Thought we were friends.
I don't know any other way to say it.
What did he say?
He said that hurt.
Oh. Rosie just don't want to get eaten, okay?
And yeah, you get no response as the shadow that you were talking to has vanished.
Okay. Gonna head on back to my waffles.
Okay. So, day passes. And I would say, for what it's worth, if you guys are working on the magic item before you want to really do anything, wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
You would eventually just be able to craft that item, as you're not hearing much from your responders.
In the 3 days, I think Rez is also gonna go buy a bag of holding.
Hey, Rez, we made you these spider. Oh, okay, bye.
This would have been on like the second day.
I know, I'm not fucking with you.
I figure everybody else has got one. I might as well have one too.
Yeah, they're kind of handy.
They are handy.
How much are those, DM?
So bags of holding, I believe, are, if I remember correctly, I priced them at 1,800.
Okay, I can do that.
And I heard some talk about wanting to get some nice furniture.
Yeah.
So I would say that kind of sofa, gonna be a bit expensive. That's probably gonna have to get custom made. having a couch and a bed integrated together in a U shape.
No, it's like a couch. That's a U, and that's like a fold-out bed.
Yeah, no, I know it. Yeah,
Here.
just like a U-shaped couch with a pull-out bed in the center.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Rosie wants a couch now to sleep on, so
Okay.
we don't need to
So-
custom make that. She'll get something close to it, like an L shape or something.
L shapes are readily available. But I would say for regular L shapes, if you're not doing anything custom made, those are probably going to run you about 2 gold.
2 gold?
Yep.
The fuck? Rosie's gonna go crazy if that's the prices. Shit. This house is getting a whole fucking makeover, guys. So,
cheap.
I bumped that up to like 50 gold, and I just like decorate the fucking place.
Yeah, that can be done. I mean, Bruno, out of character, Bruno and I or Wayland and I had a talk about like costs of furniture, and most people equated it to like a copper is the equivalent of like $1 in U.S. currency. So like that's 2 gold is technically like the equivalent of like $200. So it is expensive, but you know you guys are loaded.
We
So
have an ungodly
It's
amount
not
of money.
expensive by adventurer standards.
Rosie is gonna pick everybody else out of the warehouse for one day and tell her to crash at her place. She's like, I got this, yo.
Before you kick us out, we should probably make sure that the building is secure against whoever the fuck tried to break in.
It's fine, this shit's cheap.
Right, but the people staying inside of it namely us, I'd like to make sure our.
I bought myself a bed.
Good. Yeah, I want to make sure that the building's safe. I was gonna say I think since we got the time, I want to try and get arcane lock cast on any entrances to this building.
Okay.
I just need
Including windows?
I just need a total from you, not windows. You can just break a window. But
Oh, you're looking for like a total of how many you're going to have to cast?
Yeah, because it's gonna cost money.
Yeah. So for Arcane Lock, I think that's like, what, 20, 25 gold? Okay. So there's main entrance, back entrance, and a fire entrance. As for like the main doors, there is also like a garage door where you can, pull in various large things into.
Okay.
And so about four doors in total, like into the main warehouse. There's obviously rooms within the warehouse, but unless you want to arcane lock those, like to the bathroom and things like that.
If there is a room in the warehouse that seems to be like a good secure panic room style room, I would say maybe arcane lock that, but otherwise I'm not gonna bother with the interior.
I mean, there is like I guess the equivalent of it. It's not, but it's like a boss's watchtower. It's basically just like a office on what would be the second floor with stairs leading up to it.
Yeah,
That kind of oversees the area.
Well, that's gonna be Rosie's room.
that's the crime room.
Yep.
Got it.
She gets top floor.
Well, it's 100 gold to fucking lock down the warehouse. So.
And then I was going to say that's for doors. As far as windows, there are about six large windows. They span the height of the warehouse. They're fairly large, just tall windows. 3 on each side.
I'm not fucking with windows. You can just break a window.
I mean, I should say they're not necessarily openable windows. They're more just like glass.
Yeah, I am not gonna bother arcane locking those.
Okay. Slap an alarm on it and call it a day.
Yeah. Dan's nightly routine is spending an hour casting alarm everywhere.
Okay.
And then we gotta spend 200 gold on the slippers for Rez. So that needs to come from somewhere, and I am very low on coin.
On slippers?
A lot of money.
The slippers are spider coining.
Oh, right.
Can you do something? Can you pay for it, please?
Wait, what?
I can help pay for my shoes.
We're making you spider climb boots. Do you want to pay for it?
I guess.
Boots I have.
How
Thanks,
much?
sugar mommy. I'm just kidding.
I already have boots of elven kind.
Yeah, I think we're just making it for Rose.
Okay, cool.
I'm just kidding. I'll split it with
I was gonna ask if you wanted any Bruno, but at minimum, I thought Red should have them because she can fucking use them so well.
I'll split the cost with you, Rose.
Okay.
So can I braid your hair now since I made you pretty boots?
Roll a persuasion.
She has this really happy smile on her face. Like
Holy
a puppy
shit.
dog face. Like a little poopy dog.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, nat 20!
Well,
+2. Sorry, that was such a happy roll. I'm happy for Rosie right now.
I suppose.
I can't wait 1 second. My headphone died.
she said she supposes.
Really? Really good?
It got kind of undone anyway when we were getting out of the mine, so had to happen eventually.
I only heard half of what you said, but okay. That sounded like a yes.
The only part I heard of is yes.
Yeah.
I said that it got kind of undone when we were getting out of the mine, so.
Oh, okay. You're gonna get such an elaborate fucking braid, man.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna look up one. Oh yeah, you are. You agreed to this.
We'll see what happens.
I'm looking it up right now. Ooh, that's cute.
What are you looking
Alright.
up?
I'm
Or
looking
what
up
to
braid.
braid?
Uh-huh. I found it. We're good. It's okay. You can keep going. I
All
found
right.
it.
I was more just going to say, the rest of you see something stunning. Rez is getting her hair braided, and she's not the one doing it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dan knows better than to say anything.
Correct.
It's this one. Boom shakalaka. What? It won't send the foot? There we go.
That was a very elegant braid.
Very fancy braid.
Very fancy braid. What did you expect?
Draw
from
that
this?
one, Plette.
Fuck you.
Does Rez like the braid, or is she like?
I think she likes it more than she expected to. That's surprisingly impressive, actually.
Thank you. I try to practice with my hair, but I feel like they always turn out a little funky. It's much easier braiding other people's hair.
Does this mean I get to braid yours?
Yeah, if you want, go for it. I feel like you see like her eyes tear up. She's like, "Really? You want to braid my hair?" She's like fangirling a little bit, like, "Oh my god."
I'm gonna roll for this because I don't think Rez has any experience braiding other people's hair.
All right, go for it.
I got an 8.
Well, the important thing about all of this, Rez, is that you tried.
It's the. As I finish, I'm just like, it's the thought that counts. Thanks,
Rosie
Rosie.
fucking loves it, don't you worry. She's over here like, I have a friend that's a girl that wants to braid hair together. This is a happy feeling.
Want is a strong word.
Oh, no, you liked it, don't you like it? She keeps the braid like the whole day. She doesn't take it out.
It's a bold choice. Because it does not look good. Well, did Gary's replacement show up yet?
No, and for reference, between the talking, that will be next.
Next session.
What will be next session?
Will be the new character.
Oh, okay.
Well, then let's just start the fucking Dark Elf killing montage.
That's really what we want to do next?
I mean,
Are you sure we don't want to wait for another person to do
Right.
I got some third level fireballs I'm itching to throw at somebody.
that? How about let's do the safari, since we have the perfect number of people?
Oh, fine.
I mean, the safari does seem made for this exact situation. It's just a long drive.
All right. There's no other conversation on the matters. It sounds like you all want to go to the safari. So,
I think it makes the most sense right now, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of character. Making art sucks. I'm already bored and I don't want to do it anymore.
Join the club.
That just sounds like ADHD hit you hard.
Fuck you. You're not wrong.
Like, I have to put effort into this. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. So, hop in the car and you start the trek. And for what it's worth, over the course of the 3 days to kind of expedite the process, since it's just driving, nothing really is going on. It is going to cost you guys a total of 5 gold for the fuel of choice to get to your destination. And then you guys are staying in a hotel. That would be extra gold, usually about a gold per person per night. So 3 gold in total per person.
Okay. Is this at the place, or is it just like a?
This was just for the
Oh,
hotels,
just
you
on the
know.
way. Got it.
Yes, on the way. This is
So-
all on the way.
So if we each just deduct 4 gold, we're good.
Yep.
Cute.
Done.
Alright.
That was so expensive, y'all. We can't travel anymore.
Yeah. Pretty much broke.
Okay. So you do head into the Ambia district, and heading directly from from this very mafia-owned district that you all have been in here most of this year. This is a bit of a shift. It's different from the money-driven Harmonia district, and it's much different from the Ventura district, which is much more kind of what's the best word for it? Shitty. Shitty kind of living. This seems a bit trying to think of the word I'm looking for. This seems a bit. Imagine the suburbs, but with apartments. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Middle class.
So, yeah. Well, the apartments seem nicer. Not as nice as the one in Harmonia district, but they seem well off. And
So, like, lower middle class or upper middle class?
Lower.
I would say, yeah, that sounds fair. So, it also just seems very upbeat. Like things seem brighter in here. You're not sure if it's the paint choices that they use or something, but it just feels brighter and more energetic in this area.
Out of character. If this is full of hipsters, we're not staying here long.
If everyone's super nice to Rosie, she's gonna want to stay here. Oh, what a nice chin. People are so friendly. They're not murdery.
The best description I was going for is it seems very orderly. Everything is very, very neat, very tidy. Like the streets are very clean, well maintained. And there almost seems to be just kind of unwritten rules that everyone seems to be following around here. People are walking very determined. They all seem to be wearing sharp suits or sharp clothing, just generally looking nice and well trimmed. It's a bit of a change where, you could see just about anything on the streets to seeing people that look like they're about to go to a recital or something, but this seems like every day. Either way, you all eventually drive around for a while, get to the spot spot you were given to reach the Fortune Grounds edifice, which is the hunting expedition. And behind this very large-looking building, you would recognize it is one of the few skyscrapers in the Ambia district. This very large looming tower, just casting a shadow on all the other buildings in comparison to its size. Behind it is a almost as impressive height of forestry and trees and woods, just spanning out as far as the eye can see behind this large building. And no sooner did you guys briefly park to look at the place that you see a valet is knocking at your window. Hello?
Rosie,
Can I park you down? Can I park you down there? Any bags?
Rosie's getting overwhelmed already.
Insight check. What the fuck is this guy want with our car? Nat 20. Fuck off.
Everybody pulls a gun, like back away from
Triple just face bombs. Is like, guys, just a valet. He's here to park our car for us.
Oh, what?
Rosie's just overwhelmed by all the questions.
Yeah, you see this guy is in red clothes with gold buttons, white gloves on, and yeah, he's just he had just leaned over. You see other people in the same kind of clothing outside the front of this building, just coming up to cars, getting into cars, things like that.
I feel like she'll show the guy her letter and be like, "We're here for this."
Guys, he's literally just here to park the car.
I'm panicking. Someone talk to him for me, please.
Get out of the vehicle and hand him the key.
Okay, good. Okay, here you go.
But yes, on the insight, Rez, I would say he more just looks. His expression seems almost a little bit painful with how cheery he looks. He's just very expectantly waiting and just kind of doing a little bit of a gesture like hurry up as he puts his hand out and just kind of does a little gesture saying give me the keys. But otherwise he seems like he's with the rest.
All right.
He more just seems hurried than anything.
I
So
suppose.
I slip him my gold and be like, sorry, my friends are idiots.
I think Rosie will tip him like 5 gold and be like, "Please no dents and no droids." Oh, Valley people do that all the time in people's cars. Are you kidding me? You know they do.
None of that
I know.
sort of thing goes on here. But
Yeah,
don't
this
you
guy
worry.
just made like 6 days of wage off that.
Yeah, he happily takes the tip and the keys as you guys get out, and he does hand you a card saying the number 72 on it, and he says, "Give that to the front receptionist, and we'll have your keys tied to it when I get her parked." Welcome to the Fortune Grounds. As he rolls up the window and drives off.
Well, I guess I'm going inside the thing.
Yep.
Yep, here we go.
You head in, and as soon as the doors are opened for you by some more red-clothed-looking valets, you see that this place is almost extravagance defined. There is gold just about everywhere you look. Gold pillars jutting out of the ground into very tall ceilings. Various just like gold-plated or gold-tinted or even gold-edged desks, chairs, tables. You name it, it's got some gold there.
It's a waste of capital.
I guess Rosie will head to the front-looking desk area.
Okay. And as you head to the front desk, pretty much centered right in the center of this building, just this very large spherical check-in spot where there's many different receptionists, all just busily writing down papers, handing them to the people going in and out from this building. You see one of them look up and address you. All right, come on over. We'll get you checked in.
Hi, it's for Rosie?
Yes, we knew you were coming. Did you get a valet number?
Yes.
Just
Hey,
take
how
that.
do you know I was coming?
Our valet rigged us that someone was coming in.
But how did you know it was me?
Inside check.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I got an 8.
I got an 8 plus 1, I think, so 9.
She just kind of quickly cocks her head.
Oh, sorry,
Your
it's 12. I got it.
Your name request was on the paper that you showed the valet boy.
Okay.
So with that said, she takes the piece of paper with the 72 on it, does some writing on some paper, stapling a few things, and hands a set of wristbands to your group, and she says, "You are set to meet with one of the elite up on the 22nd floor.
When?
If it
Is that
works
like
best for
a
you,
dressing
this would
time?
be in an hour."
Oh, so in
hour.
an hour? Okay. Should we dress formally? I don't know what's really happening here. She's like confused.
Oh, you're going on an expedition, so honestly, wearing a suit and tie wouldn't do you much good.
But why did we get chosen for this expedition? That's what I want to know.
I'm just the receptionist, ma'am.
Can I talk to somebody that knows a little bit more about this, please?
I think that's what
I think we're going to in an hour.
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
elites should be able to answer any questions you may
Oh, I
have
thought she was
before the
saying-
expedition starts.
The expedition was happening. Got it. Okay. Sorry, I was a little confused. Never mind.
Yes,
Okay,
this is
never
just
mind.
this is just the meeting of the elites, and then you'll be having your expedition shortly after that.
Okay.
Please take any seat that you can find. Enjoy any of our various drinks or food. Careful not to get too tipsy.
All right.
Don't tell us what to do.
Dan's bouncing a fireball in his hand again.
Yeah.
I'll go pick through the food, find a piece of cake, and a drink of champagne.
There is lots of different kinds of various sweets and goods, and lots of different kinds of just like beers and wines like readily available, but there is also a bartender available as well.
Got it.
Um,
Are there any waffles?
I could bake some up for you.
Okay. Bruno, how many waffles do you want?
Yes.
I had a feeling that was going to be your answer.
A lot. She'll say that to the guy. He likes his waffles.
All right. Be out in a few minutes.
Thank you.
You guys find a place, sit down, very, very comfortable. These sofas are very plush. And yeah, the food and drink is very good.
Place is a little overwhelming, huh?
There, Bruno.
We
All
definitely
will
look
be well.
out of place here.
Definitely gonna just, get the rope ready, just in case.
Loosen it up just a little bit before you eat the waffles.
Maybe.
Okay, so you settle down, eat some good food, drink some good various beverages, and eventually the hour does pass, and you see a tiefling walk out from one of the many hallways and call for Rosie and her party.
Okay.
No,
Rosie's
it does.
so uncomfortable. Crazy.
Up we go.
And you meet with the tiefling. He is wearing the same red clothing, gold buttons, and white gloves. And he says, right, this way. You were meeting with the elites before your expedition. Get you up to meet them. And he gestures you into a elevator. Door closes, starts to rise. Eventually you reach your door, and he exits, says, follow with me, if you would.
You follow.
Yeah.
And he leads you to a door at the end of the hallway, and opens it up, gestures in for you all to head in. He does not head in himself, obviously. And once you all head in, it is smaller than the main entrance, but it's still a fairly large room with lots of chairs, sofas, couches, things like that to sit on, and look out as there's just this very large window overlooking the forest from above. You are much higher in the air now. And as you walk in, you notice there are two other people just looking over at the window, overlooking everything. The first one is a very, very dark red skinned hobgoblin with slick back, black hair, and a scar over the right side of his cheek. And he looks at you holding a champagne glass and just kind of this very pinstripe suit, very sharp-looking suit. He looks over and just gestures with one arm wide open. Well, good of you to finally follow up on that letter. I was beginning to think that you might have forgotten about us.
Why did you invite us here?
Also, who's the other guy?
Also,
The
Rosie
other-
has no social skills, so.
The other person is this very kind of unassuming. He's almost blocked out entirely by this hobgoblin, but you do get a brief glimpse of him. He's this much shorter human, just kind of an older looking human with a very traditional looking mustache with curly tips on the ends, white hair, in kind of a olive khaki set of clothing, more like expedition looking clothing. Glasses, a little bit of a red tie stuffed into his shirt. But he seems a bit more on the timid side. He is letting his other speak instead of him. Yes, why did I invite you? Why does anyone choose to do many things? With that said,
I don't think he knows.
I wanted to invite you as one of the upper class, get a taste of what the wilds offer.
Upper class? That's a stretch.
It's not. There are not exactly many who happen to own their own apartment. Usually, the ones who do are of the upper class. Seeing that I have not seen you at our usual meetings, I wanted to meet you in person.
Wait, meetings? What meetings?
Oh, the meetings of the minds, the elites, the people who are able to rise above.
I'm supposed to go to those?
Wait, 1 second.
I don't think Tim likes this guy.
The cream of the crop.
I've never heard of these meetings before.
Oh, your father is a bit protective, isn't he?
You just see Rosie's face go like why? Like, oh, okay.
Do you work with him?
What's happening?
That's a great question.
We have on past occasion, but we do not have any formal bond.
Okay.
I feel like Rosie's gonna like walk over to Dan and they'll be like, she'll be like, "What's your name?" Wait,
Yes,
not
where are
that
my
deep.
manners?
To the man, not me.
Yeah, not to you.
Where are my manners? And he hands his champagne glass to this older looking man behind him as he walks up and gestures a hand out to shake. My name is Nal.
Now.
Nahl.
Oh, I fucking nailed it.
And I am one of the owners, shall you say, of this fine establishment.
Okay. She'll go over to Dan and try to discreetly ask Dan to send a message to Idic.
Oh, I don't have sending.
Oh, you don't? Oh, well, never mind then.
We're on our own.
I take fireball, motherfucker. What do you think I've been doing all day?
Okay.
Just had one in my hands like for hours just playing with it in the car.
Dan, don't burn the
You just wanna get home so you can test out your new fireball spell.
I'm not gonna drop it. Whoa.
I didn't even have to plan that TPK. So yeah, he extends out his hand as he says his name to you, Rosie.
She'll shake his hand in turn.
And his hand is big. He's got a very strong grip. But as soon as just as your hand starts to hurt from his grip, he does let go a little bit. Don't want to potentially damage your shooting finger if that is your shooting hand. But with that said, yes, I am looking for people who want to have an experience that not many get to have.
And what does this experience entail? I'm not a big fan of, like, surprises.
Well, this is adventure. You should always expect some sort of surprise. But we are
It's okay to
hunting.
be prepared.
We are hunting a rare beast that has been seen in the wild. If it escapes, who knows what damage could be dealt. But if we were to claim it, kill it, capture it, be richer than our wildest dreams.
You already seem like you have a lot of
Okay.
money.
Do you guys like just hire people to help you kill crazy monsters? Is that the business then?
Remember how I said we have worked with them in the past? We have gotten some info on a group that excels at these sort of methods. So that is why we specifically reached out to you.
So this is a job offer then. You're asking us for help with a hunt.
Not just a hunt, an expedition. But yes,
Okay.
How much money
So,
do we
yeah,
get?
what's your budget?
well, if we manage to capture it alive, and we can hold it alive, money just from getting people to come in and see it, capturing it in a zoo, be untold. But if we cannot, the beast is too much for us and we have to kill it. I would probably say range of 100,000 gold per person.
I'm sorry, what?
And if it was alive and it went into a zoo, would we get a percentage of the profits?
Of course. A well put percentage, not a piddling 1.5%, not a piddling 2.2%. 30% I am willing to offer if we capture it alive.
And you're suggesting that's going to be more than the 500,000 you'd be paying us in total if we kill it.
Maybe not right away, but over time, yes.
The zoo business is thriving.
How about this? We do 50,000 for getting it, and 30% profit after.
Isn't that less than what they just offered us?
Well, 50,000 per person, then we get an upfront, and then we get the 30%. We're gonna get over time, so we'll make up the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the money's appealing, but I'm definitely leery considering you're offering this much about what exactly we're going up against.
Yes, well,
It's a concerning amount of money.
this is one of the reasons we are wanting so much to capture this thing. It's, well, I will let, Richard, would you care to explain? And this kind of smaller human steps out in front of the hobgoblin and says, "Well, yes, we've been tracking this beast for some time, but the main reason we want to get rid of this thing is quite simply it's bad for our expedition business. It's been killing many expeditions, which is not the greatest for business or word of our business, and it's killing all the wildlife around it. So you can see how getting rid of this is best of both worlds. You all get a hefty sum, and we can continue doing what we do."
But what is it?
Yes, that is the problem. We have managed to get a few trackings of it here, as he starts to rifle through some papers on the table, and he says, "This beast has been growing in size. It started out small, as it before we really even noticed it. We just thought these tracks might have been an anomaly or something like that. But now that we've been able to track it a bit more properly, it has grown quite a bit in size, but its footprint has stayed similar enough that we've been able to track it. And he says, "While I do not have a picture for you, I do have this." And he holds up a imprint of a large footprint with a talon at the back and a 8-toed, 8-clawed foot.
Oh, that's funny. I think one's already out on the loose.
Huh.
It's all coming together.
It's a long way from this district last time we saw one of those footprints.
Yeah.
What are these things capable of?
Well, for one, killing about anything that goes in front of it.
Right.
And
yeah.
at that, Nal says, one must not go into such detail. You don't want to scare off our potential saviors.
Details important, or we'll walk. No, I mean,
If you don't give us details, we're definitely walking.
yeah, don't be withholding here. I like money, but I like living more.
Don't we all? And at that, the old man just kind of steps back up and starts talking again. Yes, well, it seems to show tremendous destructive force, but it does not seem to have much rhyme or reason as to why it's doing it. It's not for any sort of mating behavior that we can see. It's not fighting over territory. It just seems to enjoy killing
But
things.
you know what the creature is, so what is the creature?
We do not know what this is. We know about it, but we do not know what this thing is.
Oh,
We've-
I thought we knew what it was.
Inside check.
Yeah, honestly. I got a 15.
2.
Okay, on a 15 and a 2, he seems a bit this older looking man seems a bit I guess paranoid with his words, as you occasionally catch a glance from him looking to the hobgoblin Nal as he talks. It seems like he does have some extra information, but he seems to be hiding it.
Well, I guess if you're not going to tell us everything, we probably should just go and not die.
Yeah, good luck with your hunt.
Got a long drive back.
Yeah.
Well put, Bruno.
Yeah.
Now listen here, are you willing to throw away a opportunity of a lifetime?
If you're not going to give us information, then yes.
You just hear him exhale and just do a quick sharp inhale as he turns to face the window again, grabbing his wine glass from his compatriot, and he says, "Tell him what you must." And this old man just kind of breathes a little sigh of relief as he starts talking again. We have started some illegal mining in the area. And ever since we did that, that is when the beast started to show its presence. It's killed
Just
all of our
perchance-
party. What's that?
I was going to say, is it perchance lava? Lava-y?
No.
Okay.
This was a particular cave formation that we had seen in the past, and we wanted to flush out any monsters so that way we could get to mining, and everything was going well. And then at night, every miner just stopped working. Eventually, one started disappearing, then 2, then 5, then 30, then our mine was empty. No one was mining there anymore. There was no traces of them.
Okay.
Aside from these footprints, which I can assure you have grown in size, but this is one of the reasons we did not want to involve the groups that be, as they would probably try to ring us for everything we have. And we heard of your group. You've been very successful. Hoping if we could get something for you that might get you on.
What was that last part?
Oh, he was just saying that might get you on board. It's essentially the offer that they're giving you is what they're using to try and get you on board.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Maybe we take a second to confer amongst ourselves. Give us a minute.
Of course.
Can we step into like a little side conference room or something? Close
Yeah.
the door, draw the blinds.
Check for bugs.
Yeah, I'll use my wand of bug bombs. Just... All right, I think we're clean.
Use your bug bombs. You do actually hit a real bug with it too.
Gross. Well, what are we thinking, guys? It's a lot of money.
I would say, since we technically already had a run-in with it, from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know this thing's? Oh, so they don't know that it's in the streets then, or
Apparently not.
do they?
Mm-hmm.
And it's invisible.
Or they do know and they're hiding it.
Or there's more than one.
Either way, it sounds like 2 birds, 1 stone
Yeah.
with money.
Yeah, I mean, the money's good, for sure. I'm not going to say no to good money.
Do we feel like we can kill one of these things?
I mean, it fucking killed me in one fucking swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the same thing as what was in the mine. 'Cause to be fair, we don't know that those two are connected.
Hey, David, in the mine, you said there were footprints, right?
There were very large footprints that cracked the earth.
What did those footprints look like?
So, given that they were cracking the earth, you probably would not be able to remember as well, like as exactly. You would know that this thing definitely had clawed toes, but if it exactly matches it, I don't think you would be able to remember that since it was cracking the earth with every step.
So
It sounds like
this sounds like a different monster because the original one was cracking, this one was not, and wasn't even able to break the metal from the warehouse.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem to have any zombie powers either. It's
That too.
vanishing people. They're not all turning into a fucking undead at once.
Yeah.
So I'd wager this is a separate monster. I'm fine with saying yes. I mean, if we get paid up front, I don't give a shit what happens after that.
I have a feeling they're not going to pay us up front, but I'm fine with
Oh.
100,000 gold.
That too.
I kind of want to know more about his relationship with Ida, but I'm down.
Probably worth asking. All right.
Sounds like we're on board.
It's a shame we don't have Gary now because he had fairy fire.
I have fairy fire.
Oh. All right. Well, never mind.
Frowny face, Rosie.
Ouch.
We don't need him.
Ouch.
Rosie shoots just as well as Gary ever did.
I
We've
don't
all
remember
seen
if she's
that.
ever
Ouch.
cast it before, but
Poor Gary.
Anyway,
Okay, so you head back into the main room where you heard them just very briefly whispering, and as the door closed, they stop and turn around as Nal looks at you all directly. Well, have you come to a decision? Will you help us out with dealing with this beastie, shall we say?
I think we could be persuaded. I think if we're going to have a fighting chance against this thing, we might need some down payment to procure adequate equipment.
unless, of course, you have equipment ready to provide.
We could give you what we give our usual groups that tend to pay a bit more. The standard ammunition, a gun if you do not have them, supplies, rations,
Is
the
this
like.
are these the groups that vanish so far that have been looking for this thing and haven't come back?
Yes, that would be those.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe we need a little bit more than just what the standard groups have been given. If you follow what I'm saying here.
How much are you wanting?
Say 10,000 each. Start out.
Done.
All right.
Do I mind if I ask you some questions? It's a little unrelated.
Yes, but let's make it quick as we can.
Okay. So what was your relationship with my father?
We go back quite a few years, several decades ago. He is, well, one of the reasons that we have such a thriving business. He was one of the first groups to give us a loan that has ensured our stability, a loan with protection to ensure that no other businesses crop up.
So this is owned by.
No, we have seized the rights back to ourselves, but for a while it was owned by the Devil Monsters.
Okay.
But we have broken free of that contract. We have paid them in full. Do not try and get me back on that contract.
Oh, I'm not part of that.
Good. Any other questions?
I think that was my good one.
When do we start?
As soon as you are ready. You need the 10,000 now, I can get it to you, and then sure you're going to need some time to prepare, but
Yeah.
the sooner the better.
I think if we take the next day to maybe collect any outstanding supplies we might need and put that money to work.
We're gonna need at least 1 or 2 shopping episodes.
Yep.
Oh, we've got a week to make our lists.
Yeah, that's
I
probably.
think we can knock that out.
That's a good idea.
I was saying we haven't had a break tonight either.
That's true. We did not have a break,
Yeah.
but we did start a little late. With that said, the only other stipulation that I ask, mostly for our research purposes, is I would recommend strongly if you take Maurice here with you, as he gestures to this old man. I promise he will not be a bother or get in the way. He is quite
Is this-
capable on his own.
He's definitely going to die.
This
Oh.
old man.
If we are being truthful, as you had requested, we did say that no one from our expeditions had ever come back, except Maurice.
Maurice.
I thought his name was Richard.
That was Dick.
What is his name?
God damn it! That just got me. It's dumb, but it got me.
Anyway.
What's his name?
His name is Maurice. Richard is a term that I like to use for him.
Like to call him Old Dick.
Let's call him Richard. Just
Exactly.
just cause.
I just like to call him Richard. Okay. Let me just fix that in my notes.
Put in quotations, Old Dick.
Okay. So, Maurice, or Old Dick, I guess.
I like old
Don't
Dick.
call me that.
Hey, Dick.
You have been on these expeditions. How did they end?
So at that, he pulls a little bit of his shirt down from his neck to reveal a very sizable scar, looking like it's bleeding down from the top of his chest down.
Does it match his Rosie scar?
You know, it's in a similar pattern.
Ah, fuck.
The size is different, though.
Is Rosie's bigger?
Yes.
Mine's bigger.
Yeah, that dick, hers is bigger.
Like, that's great, but it also doesn't answer my question.
Sorry.
No. But it was harrowing, to say the least.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm getting there. If you would give me a dang moment.
You talk very slowly.
Oh, what do you expect?
You are an old dick.
These are the assholes we hired to
Holy
fucking kill this
shit.
monster. Fuck, man.
We took in our expedition to track down this beast and to try and gather any information. One by one, even though we were following each other right behind each other, so we should not get lost, and we even had a rope tied to each other, we still managed to have people disappearing. By the time I knew it, I looked behind myself, and I was completely by myself, and all I could hear was the sounds of the jungle. None of my crew. That was it. Managed to come back. As I managed to come back, I got this scar here, and I barely made it out with my life.
Inside check.
So, yeah, right? So you killed them all and left them in the jungle.
God fucking damn it, I cannot roll above a 10 tonight.
I got a 13.
I'm gonna use my lucky. Ooh, I got a 24.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this shit. Since I barely rolled it.
Sorry, 23.
Are you okay? That's the 9.
9.
I rolled a 3 and a 3.
Oh, that's
Oof. Bad thing.
I got a 23.
23. Okay.
Oh wait, actually, no, it's a 10.
Ooh. Double digits. So I would say Rosie on a 23. You would be able to see this man is telling the truth. He has no clue what the hell happened to his people. He has a little bit of wavering in his voice, like he is still scared of whatever the hell this thing is. But he seems sincere.
Okay.
So old Dick got fucking predatored out in the jungle.
So he
Is what
claims.
I'm given to understand.
I think he's being truthful, guys.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But I had good insight. I'm just kidding.
Anyway.
If it was mandatory that we take him, then perhaps we can.
I'm hoping whatever luck blessed him to get him out of here will help you get out of here, hopefully, with the creature in tow.
Right.
Or is he just to watch us?
He will be coming with to get any info on the beast. There's possibly more if there are any signs of, mates, territorial behavior. He just wants to get as much info as he can so that way we can know about it and prevent it from coming up in the future.
Any recommendations to see invisibility?
I suppose I could get you. Can't get all of you. I don't have that ready right now, but I could get 3 sets of goggles to see invisibility.
That would be fantastic.
Of course, you have to attune to them, but yes, I could get them to you.
That would be lovely.
Now then, he extends a hand. Do we have a deal?
Rosie will take his hand and shake.
He breathes a big sigh of relief. Good. Good. Now, go out there and get that monster, shall we? As he holds up a wine glass and kind of takes a brief little sip and says, "The money should be available to you whenever you need it. Just talk to any of our receptionists downstairs.
We'll do that.
Maurice.
Good luck."
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
I was going to address Maurice one more time and just say, if we need to talk to you again before the expedition, where can we find you?
Oh, I've got a floor all to myself. 10th floor.
Perfect.
Anything else that you need from me? I'm going to be packing here shortly. We're heading out that soon.
Not at the moment.
All right. Well, I will see you all then. You know where I'm at. We'll meet up soon, I guess.
Probably tomorrow.
All right. See you then.
All right. Let's go shopping.
Yeah, if we want to do shopping real quick, I think that'll probably be where we'll end it for the night for shopping. Is with shopping.
I don't know what I
because-
want is the problem.
Okay, so if you guys just kind of want to think it out, you guys can, talk amongst yourselves, all that, figure out what you want, and then we can resume next session and see where that goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously scrolls, but also, what would the cost of magic items look like? Just as an estimate.
I
mean, it
think
depends what-
more or less expensive in this district.
They're about the same.
Okay.
After all, Tomosetti's Tinctures does hold a monopoly for a reason.
Right.
I will be right back.
I mean, if other people have very specific ideas they want to grab right now, go for it. But
I'm asking how much a wand of fireball would cost.
I'm probably gonna see y'all later because I'm gonna go take my break, and then by then, I gotta poops.
All right, so I would just say, for what it's worth, everyone will get an RP point. Do we want to decide real quick who gets MVP?
I should.
I vote Gary because it's the only time we'll ever get to vote Gary, or the last time.
Hey,
Yeah, let's waste it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you feel free to transfer it to your new character.
No, that doesn't make sense. That character doesn't.
Or you could just
deserve
give it to one of us.
That makes more sense.
Who doesn't have it?
It's an RP point.
Oh, right. No, I see.
Like we're voting for MVP.
Pete.
Cool.
Chaz has a vote,
All right.
but not the majority.
Let's go with Gary.
Yeah, we voted Gary.
All right.
He's just giving the point to me.
I see. All right. Then so be it.
Alright.
But yeah, y'all get a MVP, or I'll get a point, and Red will get an extra one donated by Gary.
So,
So
All right.
yeah. So what magic items were you looking for?
how much would a wand of fireball cost?
So on that note, how did you roll Wand of Fireball and Miasmata?
The 5e rules say that now it can be fucking.
Because I ain't allowing that upcast shit.
I mean, that's what they do. That's how wands work.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
That's true.
It's a rare.
Didn't you
it's a
balance
rare
yours? Didn't you balance yours in Miasmata?
Well, I think we went from it being Pathfinder rules where it had 50 charges and just turned it into
Yep.
a 5th edition one which has 7 charges.
Yeah, we got it in Pathfinder, and we switched to 5e without realizing what that meant.
I'm just trying to avoid wiping out a whole room in a single or multiple times.
David, just make it so that the wand only self-casts.
Thanks. Never mind then.
The wand of self-immolation.
So I mean, it's a rare item. Let me see.
Immolation would be pretty nasty.
Wand of Disintegrate.
Ooh.
That's a fucking one.
That sounds like an expensive one.
That does sound like an expensive one.
So did you have a good session, Gary?
Yeah, I was learning Japanese.
I would say, for what it's worth, a wand of fireballs, which is a rare and expensive item, is going to run you about 20k.
20. Alright. Good to know.
Not nerfed.
They are available, and yes, not nerfed, just as they normally are, but they are expensive and rare.
But just know, by getting this item, you are also opening up David to having this item.
I mean, it's expensive and rare, so don't expect it all the time.
He could also have just had it anytime he wanted because he's the DM.
Oh yeah, but it's like you've used silvery barbs a lot now, so now he's gonna start using silvery barbs.
He hasn't yet.
Don't push it.
The only thing I could do for fucking 4 levels. What do you want from me?
I mean, I'm just going to state with Tomasetti's tinctures, they generally have available magic stock for most common and uncommon, fairly popular magic items. But the rarer you get, more expensive it's going to get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
so like the fairly common stuff, that's going to be pretty easy to acquire. You're gonna have to pay out for the good stuff.
Yeah,
that's why that bag of devouring was so expensive.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably not going to be buying a bunch of magic items. It's probably going to be scrolls again.
Fair. All right. So,
but good to know the cost.
Anybody else wanting anything before we call it?
I'm gonna research.
I just don't know what I want. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. That's what I figured. And yeah, I think since we're down a party member anyways, I think we will call it a early night here then, if that's good with everybody. And assuming nothing goes wrong, and I hope I'm not jinxing it, the 22nd should work for me.
Okay.
All right.